Hello there assassins, welcome back to another Wheelassassin guide. This is how to build a winter chunk build in Minecraft. Now as you guys may have seen, what I've been doing for these several months now, since the beginning of last year actually, I was actually going ahead and building a chunk build for every 4 season that we have here in the UK, as well as obviously many countries around the globe. That is spring, summer, autumn and winter. Yes, I almost forgot to say summer. Yes, we do have all 4 of these creations now. We have obviously starting spring down the far end here on the left, we have summer in the middle, we have autumn, and now of course we have winter. Finally, just please ignore that XP ball kind of floating around, you saw nothing. It's not like the goat escaped or anything. Anyways, yeah, here we have the winter chunk build. Now let me break it down for you guys. We have ourselves the northern lights shining brightly above the build. We have ourselves this little Steve kind of going for a little bit of ice fishing over here. There's actually a fish waiting to be caught just here, and you can see the remnants of previous catches all along the ice there. We have a little chest for storing, of course, the catches and finds in there. We have little rabbits kind of populating the grounds, but not too many, just a few kind of roaming the area. This goat is awful, but he lives here, he's a resident. Sweet berries line the grass as well. We have a little place for our dog to sleep, a little dog house, fit with of course a chimney. You can imagine you can put like a campfire in here as well, keep the dog toasty. We have a log sort of lumberjack sort of station, I guess you could say, where you can chop up some wood for your campfires that I was just talking about. We have a snowman being built, kind of a work in progress over here. A little bit of a broken down wall. You can imagine maybe there's been a blizzard and the wall has fallen. And then we have, of course, the main attraction, the cabin itself. If we come on up to the fenced off decking area, just because of the goat, evil goat, we take ourselves inside, oops, almost inside, there we go, to the warmth of the lovely cabin here. It's very, very small, but I think that adds to the coziness of it. You've got a single sort of seat here with a table, so you can have your breakfast, lunch and dinner. You have yourselves the cooking campfire over here, with maybe like some pots and pans above, kind of dangling from the ceiling. You have your oven and your stove, and then a little bit of storage above. A little picture on the wall there, and then up here is where you sleep. Now, this may work in survival. You might have to adapt the roof a little bit, otherwise you're going to wake up in the ceiling and suffocate, but we won't go there. You know, this is a great survival base, guys. But yeah, that's actually a really, really nice little feature, and I do love that cabin as a whole. So yeah, I'm going to teach you guys how to finish our seasonal chunk build series with this winter chunk build. Let's get some materials and get started. So now then, as per usual with all of our chunk builds, it must start with a border. We're going to take ourselves some mossy cobblestone and some normal cobblestone, and we're going to go a little bit beyond our previous one. Now the border is completely optional. The only reason I say it, it's necessary is because if it wasn't a chunk build, I wouldn't be building the border, but that's the only reason. If you guys did want to go ahead and use the sort of building techniques from this build here into your own worlds without a border, then please feel free. That's what this is all about. So yeah, definitely adapt this to your liking. Now I'm going to go a little bit further away from my original and start to build about here. I want to go 18 blocks up. Now I am going to copy exactly this one because I know that's 18. So I'm just going to speed run this one, but you want to count 18 blocks up. And you also want to count 18 blocks along as well. So it's an 18 by 18 block square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then if I run up to my 18 over there, and then make this to there, you should be able to fly up and see if it's a square or not. And if it's not a square, then you may have gone a little bit too long on one of the two sides. So go ahead and just check your axes, and yeah, you should be good to go after that. So yeah, 18 and 18, and then we're just going to go ahead and alternate between our cobble and our mossy cobble. And this just looks really good as a nice old textured but really simple border. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. We don't want to go too quickly because I might make a mistake. Just a bit. And we don't want to go too crazy with one or the other material, so we'll just do a maximum of 3 in clusters, and then go back to doing a singular one, and then just basically like that until the end. So yeah, that's all good to go now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and swap out my materials and get started with the interior of this chunk build. Okay then guys, so to start us off, we are going to take ourselves some snow, some ice, some water buckets, some pistons, a block of redstone, a spruce slab, a spruce trapdoor, a chest, and an armor stand as well. Alright then, so I'm going to teach you a quick simple command you can use that will save you a lot of time when filling in this area with snow. We're going to come down to the bottom corner here, and we want to go ahead and highlight it. As you can see on my screen, it is highlighted just here. The way that you can highlight blocks is if you go into your settings. This works on all different devices. Go into your settings and go into your video settings, I believe. You can actually show outline selection just here. If I go ahead and flip that off, I'll show you what it looks like without. It kind of highlights it actually better. So some of you may prefer that one. Others may prefer just the outline of the block itself, which I prefer like this. Although I might put my highlighted one back on because it does look better. But anyways, I've got this now. I'm going to go ahead and open my chats and command window, making sure I'm still over that block just there, so at least highlighted. Opening it, I'm going to type in the box here, slash, that's / fill, all one word just there, straight after the slash just there. One space away from that one, I'm going to type my coordinates for this block here. Now the way to get your coordinates is you'll see that number that appears just there. So on your screen this will be entirely different, so don't use my one, but that will be the number you're going to want to type in. So I'm going to go with a -237. Please remember guys, you have totally different coordinates to mine because you're on a different world, but mine is going to be this one. I'm going to leave a space, and there should be 3 different numbers just here appearing. So my next one is going to be my elevation, which is going to be 3, and my last one is going to be this one just here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter this prematurely because it'll come up with an error up in the top left corner. That's actually a good thing because that means it's saved to the database, so we can use that again in a moment when we have the finished command. So we have that coordinate down there registered into the database. Now we're going to go to the opposite corner, the opposite directional corner, and we want to get this one. So I'm going to go ahead and open my chats command window again, and then click the up button on my D-pad if you're on console. And I believe it's the same on the Switch edition as well. And I'm going to go ahead and type after my previous numbers with my new set of numbers just there appearing. So these ones will appear exactly the same format, and we just want to go ahead and type them in again until we have 3 sets of numbers. Now we have a total of 6 numbers after the /fill. Now, after the 46 or whatever your last number is, you want to click space and it will come up with the materials list just here. These are materials that you can use with this /fill command. So if I wanted to go ahead and fill this area with anvils, I could totally do that. If I wanted to fill it with bamboo, I could do that too. But we don't want any of that. We want ourselves snow, plain and simple snow. So I'm just going to get myself snow here. I'm going to go back, so I'm on the block there, and I'm going to click enter. And this will entirely change that area to good old snow. And there we go, that saves us a lot of hassle going in by hand, destroying everything and rebuilding it from the scratch. So yeah, that's perfect. I hope you've learned something new there. Right, with ice, we're going to go ahead and build our little sort of ice area over in this corner. And this is going to be the bottom left corner of the chunk build. I'm going to go along to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks just in here and fill this in. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and fill this one in as well. Then I'm going to go along for 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to fill in all of these ones. I'm going to go backtracking though to the 3rd one and knock down on the 6th one, so the 6th line I mean, here by 1 block, and that's going to be my little sort of ice fishing hole. Then I'm going to go up to this corner, and I'm going to add in 2, 1, 2, and a singular one just in here. Now then, for our little fisherman, we're going to take an armor stand over here on the snow block. We're going to go ahead and shift or crouch click, and make sure the arms are coming out from the armor stand towards our little fishing hole. And that looks like our little man over here, or lady, is holding a fishing rod. Pretty cool stuff. Now we'll take ourselves a spruce trapdoor on this side and we'll flip it up just here. We'll do one at the very back as well, flipped up. And then we'll take a slab this side on the left. Then a block away we'll do a block of redstone. And then a piston goes here, pushing our slab into our armor stand there, but it can't let the armor stand go past it because the trapdoor is here. Sadly though, it does move a little bit off center, but that's as good as we're going to get, sadly. But there we go, that's looking good, no matter. Let's slip up another spruce trapdoor this side, then stick a chest this way around so it can be accessed from the chair. And then we want to go ahead and dig into our little sort of stream here. We'll go down to bedrock, if you're on a super flat world, digging only underneath our ice above, not any further beyond, because of course that will be a little bit wrong for the chunk build. So we're just going to do this. You can build this as deep as you wish to. Like I said, I'm only stopping at bedrock because of my super flat world, but you can go as far as you need to. So I can go like that, that looks pretty good. And then I want to go ahead and pack this out with water. I'm going to do this on the second layer of my dirt here, just so that everything is going to be level and there's not going to be any gaps in my water and a current to be sort of annoy underneath this water. So I'm going to place some blocks, some buckets on the ceiling here, just to get everything to match. And then you should leave yourself with a current in the middle here. So as you can see, the water is streaming into this one area. That is actually perfect, because of course, as you know, we're going to build a fish. We're going to place a fish in here, and we want the fish to be sucked into this current so that it's constantly sort of flipping and flapping about just in here. And that looks like the fisherman may have caught it, and it's going to be reeled in at any moment. So now to finish up your fishing hole, you can take yourself an item frame just in here. You can do another item frame this side of the hole, and then an item frame just to the diagonal back of the chest. We'll take a bone just in front of the chest here. We'll take a raw salmon over here behind the chest, and then a raw cod over here, but we'll do it the opposite way around, just so that it looks like they've kind of been scattered around here like so. No real placement to them. We can take ourselves some spawn salmon, so the salmon eggs, as well as some cod eggs, and we can just go ahead and spawn these in. I recommend only doing about 2 of each, because this is a very small space, and of course we don't want it to be too packed up. So I'm going to stick myself a cod over here, and I want to stick one in the hole here, like that. And hopefully eventually, one of them will get stuck. Now, the salmon may be a bit too big to get stuck, but we'll see. However, you can see them still swimming underneath, as you can see, and that looks really, really cool. So if you don't get one stuck in the hole, do not worry, that's actually kind of good. And you can have it like this instead. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Or you can keep spamming along like this. Hopefully that fish will go back in. Uh-oh, could just add to the bone yard up here. Yep, it's going that way. Bye-bye, fish. Anyways, we'll take the rest of our leather arm over here on our fishing person over here, and then a Steve head as well to complete it up and make it look proper. And then there's one final thing you can grab, and it is of course going to be a fishing rod. So we need to go ahead and find this on our long list of materials. Here it is. Give the armor stand a fishing rod, and there we go. They're going to be happy as Larry. And here's a little extra cod for the hard work. Right, let's get some more materials and do some more decorating. So for our next detailing part, we're going to take ourselves these foliage materials and also the materials for the wall and snowman. We'll take some sweet berries, some dirt, a dead bush, spruce trapdoor, mud brick wall, spruce slabs, a carved pumpkin, snow of course, and some mossy cobblestone as well. First things first, come on down to your little ice area, go along to its left, go 2 blocks to its left, and then stick your first spruce slab. Then take 2 of your wall, take a trapdoor just beyond that one, go up for another wall, and go to its left for another slab here. Backtrack to this wall and add a slab on top of it, and that looks awesome. Now backing over here, on this block of snow just here, go up 1, 2, and on 3, switch this out for a dirt block and place a sweet berry on it like so. Then we want to go backtracking over here to our second wall in, and we're going to need to go ahead and place 2 blocks away. We'll go to the third one away, and add in a dirt with a dead bush on, like so. Awesome. Now from this dead bush, this is a very important one because it helps us to determine where the rest of the stuff is going to be. We will go up from it. Actually, we'll go to the slab and help us sort of navigate a bit easier this way. So we'll go 1, 2, 3 blocks along, then 4 blocks along, then 5 blocks along, and add in a pumpkin on the 6th one. Diagonally back to the left, we'll add in 2 blocks of snow, and this is going to be our snowman in advance. In preparation, in progress over here, I guess you could say. And from the snowman, you can go ahead and add in the pathway to the cabin. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks along to the right, and going up 1, we'll add in a mossy cobblestone, and diagonally to the left, up from this one, a mossy cobblestone will go in here. Wonderful. Now coming back onto this side of the ice area over here, the ice pond, we could say. We're going to go up from this one just here, 1, 2, and directly up, just for 1 block, adding in a sweet berry again here. Now going back to the sort of bordering line, we go 1, 2, of course from the ice, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on 7 we add in dirt. And then what I'm going to do on the second to last one is add in dirt again and add a dead bush here and a sweet berry on this one, just like so. And what I'll do from the sweet berry one is I'll go up by a block and then diagonally off from this one, mossy cobblestone, 1 block away, mossy cobblestone, up to the little dog house that we have in the corner of our map. So yeah, that's really good. And that's everything here. So again, time to get some more building materials. We're going to take ourselves some spruce wood. That's a spruce log, by the way. A stone axe, an item frame, some normal rail, a dark oak fence, dark oak slabs, some spruce leaves, some cobblestone, and some flower pots as well. Over in this corner over here, we of course want to go ahead and build our dog, a little sanctuary, and a little place to call home. So we'll firstly take ourselves 2 of our spruce wood blocks, just in here, spruce log blocks that is, just here. Then we'll take ourselves 2 of our dark oak fences. Leaving a block space, we'll go over here and add in 1, 2 forward. We want to go ahead and build 1, 2 cobblestone blocks back here. We'll build a slab forward on the most sort of highest point of that cobblestone. Another 2 blocks of cobble with 2 flower pots on top for the chimney. We'll take our dark oak slabs back and build another 3, this time going up a slab from the previous one. And then again we do the same over here. We'll go on top of these ones over here, so over the fence and over the log. And for this log, by the way, you can bring this back as well if you wish to, like that, for like 2 lots really. And then what we'll do at the back here is we'll go ahead and fill in this one by a block, this one by a block, and a block. And then using this block, we come forward with our slabs, just like so. And there's a little modern kind of dog house here, which looks really cute. I will say this is not an original build, this design. I did get this from the internet. I don't actually know where it's from, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, don't give me credit for that one. That is not originally my construction. The rest of this tutorial is, but this little bit, I did pinch this roof design. I thought it was a really cool idea. So that is definitely credit of someone else. So don't credit me on that one. We'll go back here though, and we'll add in a tree. And we're going to go up to about 8 blocks, I believe, for this tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks up. We'll do ourselves a little bit of a leafy design at the top here, like so. Dropping down a block, leave that one empty. Go to the third block down and add in another one of these on the sides. Then this one will come out all the way around and on the points, like that. Then we'll go back in just for a singular one on all sides. And now once we're back around here, we will chop into the doghouse a little bit just to add in ourselves some more of these leaves again, which come out and they go to the points. But if we can't add a point in it on certain angles, which we can on all to be fair, then we're all good. So that's the tree that goes in the corner, and it sort of surrounds the doghouse here and just makes it look like it's part of the scenery and surroundings when it's grown around the doghouse, which is really nice. So yeah, that's perfect. The next tree we need to build is going to be just over on the left of the doghouse, and it will be, excuse my squeaky chair, it is going to be about 2 blocks away, I think. I will just double check. We'll go 1 block away, just to be safe. 1 block just here. And we're going to build this one up to 9 blocks in height. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go ahead and plonk ourselves a leaf on top. And then we'll do these strange patterns on each side. I'll show you how to build these. We go 3 blocks up, like that. And then we do little like plus signs on the sides. So addition signs on each side by adding a block on the sides. Kind of cool. Then we also come out a block on all of these. So the points are back. Then we do this again down here. So we'll do another point there, point, point, and point. And then filling in these gaps on the sides. Down for the rest of the addition sign. And then again for another point. All the way around. Adding in the little gaps in between. Once again, 1 block, 1 block, ooh, 1 block, and 1 block. And again down here, point, around, 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 point. And on this side, I don't think you can add in a point because the house is going to be here. So we'll just do 3 points for the lowest one just here. Oh no, you might be able to. We'll do 1 anyways. And if we have to destroy it, we have to destroy it. And there we go. You should have a total of 5 points on your tree just here. 1, 2, 3, oh, 4. I meant 4. Phew, just I'm bad at counting. There we go. 4 points on your tree. Like so. Now to build our little log sort of workshop over here for the lumberjack, we want to go ahead and go from the diagonal of our doghouse kind of pathway over here. So we'll come over here. We don't want this one besides it, and we don't want this one exactly here. We want the next one along, so this one just here. Except not yet. We're going to go to the middle, adding in 1 here, and then we'll go from the sides coming down. And then over here, what we'll do is there's going to be a rail here to go up and over here too. And because there's a rail here, we then go diagonally from this one to the left for our axe sort of stand with the item frame just over here. And this one I recommend putting towards the doghouse with a handle, just because it looks really kind of unique and cool like that. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And now of course, all that's left to do is to add in our cabin itself. Now I don't want to rush it too quickly because we've actually missed a tree. There is going to be one over in this corner, and it goes just after this slab. So it goes up 9 blocks with our log. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll do myself a cool little pointy sort of leaf design on the top here, like so. I'll leave a gap, and then I'll do another one of these just here. And then the second one down will come out quite far. So there'll be like a sort of 3 on each side. Like so. Kind of like this design. And then we'll do another singular one on the beneath of this one. And then another one of these, exactly the same as the previous one. So kind of a big leaf design all the way around. And then we'll do a final one for the bottom. This will come out a little bit further than the previous ones. So again, making sure it comes out on all sides from what you've just done. There we go. Oh, and here as well. And around here again, until you have this sort of tree just here. Now it does exceed the boundaries a little bit, so if you want to trim off the edge, keep everything to the square, please be my guest, guys. But like I said, this is just a little bit of a reminder that we're building in this space, but we don't actually have to stick exactly to the chunk build dimensions. And by the way, that was my chair. It sounded suspicious, I know, but it was my chair, I assure you. That's what they all say. No, it was. Now then, over here, for the stair getting into our cabin, we'll take a singular slab. Then we'll do ourselves a spruce log here, here, gap of 3, here, going upwards, leaving a gap of 1, here. Gap of 1 is that? Let me check. Yeah, gap of 1. Over here as well, for the far side. And then on the sides over here, we'll leave a gap of 2 before getting to the edge of our area just here. On this side over here, you can build up the chimney, and this is going to go up for about 6 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks just in here. Then I'll take myself my flower pots on top. Then I'll take myself my spruce logs going upwards to 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. As these ones are for the decking, we don't go ahead and build them up to 4. We keep them at a singular 1. And then we go ahead and take ourselves fence to go around here. Now we haven't quite got all the materials left just yet, so I don't want to go ahead and fill the underside with the wrong material, but we'll get that one in a moment. For now though, you can take yourself blocks built here instead, and then we'll also do blocks in this area here as well. And you can fill in the section on this side as well with just plain and simple blocks. We may as well do this whilst we're here, mightn't we? Save us some material, like so. The entire backside of this cabin has no windows, so you can build up all of these blocks here with your slabs between the logs. I believe it goes up a little bit further as well, but I'm only going to build up as much as I know of so far because I don't want to get a bit too ahead of myself. So like that, looking good. Then I'm going to start the second block in over here to build another block. This one does have a double window on. Now we know that because obviously it's on my original one. So we do only one block here, and then we'll do one blocks above like that, so leaving a gap of 2. And that looks awesome. And if you finally want to take yourself your fence going upwards, just by another one block here and one block over here, and also one block just in there, then that is actually absolutely even ready to go for in a moment. Brilliant stuff. Okay, I think that's all the materials we've used up here. So I'm going to go ahead and get some new materials to complete up our cabin and give our dog a little carpet as well. But that's looking great, guys. Okay then, for the next lot of materials, we will take our slabs back. We will take some some dark oak stairs, some lanterns, some red carpet, some glass panes, brown carpet, spruce stairs, spruce fences, and some spruce pressure plates as well. Okay, firstly, let's finish up our doghouse by adding in 2 red carpets just here. Beautiful. Glass pane go on our cabin over here. We do a lantern on this part of the decking here and here. We'll take ourselves our stairs and we'll go upside down with these for 3 in here. 1 singular one on the side, and of course 1 singular one on the other side. Like that. Around the front of our cabin here, we'll take ourselves a slab here on top of our fence posts, and we'll do that for all of these actually, which is helpful. Then we'll place a block in between, and basically after the slabs to add in another slab here. Then over here we'll do ourselves a block, and basically blocks where there's slabs and slabs where there's blocks. Hope that makes sense. So there's going to be a slab in there, there'll be a slab in there, and there'll be a slab in that gap just like so. And you could actually add in some more lanterns in these gaps if you wish to, but I'm going to keep mine empty. Instead, just add another slab in like so, and one in there like that. Awesome. Now then, for the next layer, we'll do ourselves just a complete row of slabs. I think, just want to double check. No, we will do ourselves stairs for this one. We'll take ourselves dark oak stairs along there like so, and also along the back here. And I think what these do is they actually alternate a little bit. They do, they're kind of fancy. So we'll do normal stairs along like so, and then we'll take ourselves a slab just in here, and in here, and in here. And then we'll take a block, a slab, a block, slab, a block, slab, and a block, just on the end. Like that. And at the very top, we just take slabs over from the chimney, and going to this side over here, where we'll add in 2 more blocks of our wood, or you can take your logs back. Logs also do look better, like that. Lovely. So there we have ourselves 4 walls and a roof for our cabin. Now some furniture. We're going to take ourselves brown carpet here, 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 and here. So leaving a gap of 2 here, and a gap of 2 up this way. We'll take a spruce stair here, a spruce fence here, and a spruce pressure plate on top of the fence, just like so. Time for some more materials. Now I've just done a quick shop at IKEA and grabbed ourselves some lovely furniture for our little cabin. Now we're going to take ourselves some grindstone, a chain, a barrel, our dark oak stairs once again, a campfire, a furnace, iron trapdoors, dark oak trapdoors, and a red bed as well. Okay then, coming inside, we want to take ourselves a chain coming down from the roof. But for the roof here, we're going to take 2 upside down stairs on both sides over this way, over the sort of kitchen area. Now we'll take a chain. Now we'll take an upside down grindstone just here. Then we'll do our campfire down here. And you'll notice it won't smoke now because we do have the grindstone above it, and that is really useful. And we also have the chain above it, because if I remove the chain, the grindstone removes and the campfire starts smoking the house out and destroying up the visibility in here, which is not what we want, of course. So there we go. Awesome. We'll take our furnace to the right of the campfire with an iron trapdoor on top for our hob. And then above this, we'll take ourselves a nice old barrel, just like so. Now over here, we want our bed to be up here, kind of like on a folding out shelf. So I'll take my shelf just in here with trapdoors for 2. And then a bed goes on the very top of that one, just up there. Brilliant. Now then, just to finish up the details around our winter chunk build, we're going to take a dark oak fence gate, a spruce door, a ladder, a painting, green stained glass pane, lime stained glass pane, and some spruce leaves as well. Now we're not going to need the spruce leaves for actually building, but they will come in useful in a moment, and I'll show you why in a second. We'll take ladder here for 1, 2, 3. Oops. Try and keep it on the same wall if you can. I know that's a little bit awkward because there is a stair here, so I recommend just taking your slab here, nailed in a block, and then placing a ladder there. Now it will look a little bit strange on the other side, but not terribly strange, and you can go ahead and actually change all these to blocks as well, and it kind of looks pretty cool either way. So yeah, it's up to you guys. So a painting will go just here, so you have something to look at whilst you're having your dinner. I recommend the sort of snowy scene, that's pretty cool. And then we'll get the ocean for whilst you're in bed. There we go. Now for a door, obviously we want a door on our cabin because we don't want anyone to be chilly. So we'll take ourselves a door. I'm going to go back in here towards the back of my build, then take my slab again to fill in the gap above. And now out here, I'll take myself a fence gate, so that when we do add in the... Gosh, can't speak English. When we do go ahead and add in the animals, they won't be able to get onto the porch and the sort of decking and ruin your decking. I saw in Alaska, what people do with their log cabins is they put a big sort of perimeter fence up for their decking to actually stop bears from getting to their front door and obviously nicking their honey from their fridge and stuff. So, so no, it's a very cool and little important detail. Anyways, for the last detail of this build, we want to take ourselves the northern lights. So we'll come up to the very top of our skyline up here, and taking our leaves, this is where they come in handy. We'll take 5 blocks from this position of the tree here. So in this gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'll take ourselves the green stained glass pane, and we'll do ourselves 3 blocks of these. 3 blocks worth of these. Now we can remove our leaves. So we have that like so. Looking good, looking good. I'm going to do a 4th one up here on the right side. I'm going to go beneath this with my lime and going backtracking to the left side now. Up over here. And I'm going to go 1 block past it on the left side like that. So it's a little bit closer to the tree. I'm going to go forward from this position here and coming along to the right side again on the back one. I'll go along for 1, 2 and 3 blocks like so. Then I'll take 3 more green above here. Then I'll go forward for 1. And then I'll go to my right again for 2. And then forward for a singular one on this one. And then I'll do the corner up with my green up here, like so. Now this is only one of 3 strands of this. And it's going to be 3 tiered down and obviously 3 outwards in 3 dimensions. So we'll do ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4 with our green. And then the corner again, we'll do 1, 2, 3, like so. Yeah, that looks really cool. For the middle one, this can get a bit awkward, so definitely stay with me. So we've got that going for us right now, which is looking fabulous and fantastic. We want to go ahead and add in ourselves a green where the lime is. So we're basically alternating the color every time we move a dimension. So for this one over here, we want the green to be just here, so 1 block away in front. Just double checking this, I think this is correct. Yep. So I'm going to go with 4 of these 4 before reaching that corner, before I connect, basically. Then I'll go forward for 1, and to the left for 1, 2, 3. Forward for another. 1, 2, like so. And then I don't want it to connect, obviously, to this one, so I'm going to come out again just here for a singular 1, and then go back on myself just for 1 there, like so. So I'm going to round in a bit of a wonky curvy shape, like so. Now up this end on the left, I'm going to take myself my lime and just do 4 up here. Oh, sorry, 3 up here. And 4, that's fine. And then over here, what I'll do is I'll stick myself a green just here, second one in. And then lime will go 1, 2, 3 at the back there. 4, and a 5th one will be green just up here. Beneath this, I'll do 3 more lime. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Can be a bit awkward, can't it? And then around the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lime to end off the second layer just in here. Now for the final layer, this can be made up with our green and our lime again, but only for 2 layers, and they're going to go up. So we want this to be a little bit different in design. So what I'm going to do here is to make this more viewable from the ground. So from this side, it looks like it goes up into the backdrop rather than you start like really, really big and then you can't see the other sort of waves of the northern lights. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build myself forward for 1 block, and then this is my row, knocking out that one. I want to do 3 green, then I want to come forward and do 1, 2, like this. Yep. 1 more. 1, 2. So I'm at my lime over here. I'm going to build another one just in here. And then what I'm going to do here now is bring forward and up my lime instead. So 1, 2, 3 along here. Then my green comes out and it goes to the left for 1. Now over here, we do 2 lime in the middle, and over here 2 lime on the end there, into the left. So as you can see, it's from the bottom, it goes up, rising up to the back. Lovely. From this angle, it looks really, really beautiful. And there we have ourselves the Northern Lights. Now then, all that I recommend doing for the actual animals and the population of our winter chunk build, as we've been doing throughout all of the seasons, we've of course populated them with seasonal animals. So of course in the beginning, in spring, we have horses, we have ourselves fishies, and we have some rabbits. In summer, we have ourselves tropical fish, pufferfish, all different types of fish. You can add squids, you can add dolphins, anything that will fit in this sea replica you can add in. We have of course some lovely sailing turtles for some reason, and of course parrots in here too, and sadly it wouldn't fit, but we could add a camel into this one as well. And then for our autumn one, I have myself a fox, and I also have some chickens, a chicken, Captain Cluckers in here, looking all, you know, awesome. And then onto the winter one, what I've done is just populated it with a goat, 2 rabbits, and of course we have a little doggy in the corner as well. You could also add in a polar bear if you wish to, but I recommend taking out the goat instead of that polar bear. So yeah, it's up to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, but what I will do is show you quickly how to get these awesome barriers that can trap the animals inside of your chunk build, because I know that they can be pesky running around your world if you've built them on a chunk build kind of super flat like I've done. So what the... Bro, that's not your house. What are you doing? Don't look at me like that. Goodness me, goats have a real mood in this game, real personality. So to get barriers and to go ahead and outline your chunk build, you will want to do this very, very high, because goats can jump exceptionally high, and mine's escaped a few times, as you saw at the start of the video. We want to take ourselves barriers going along the barrier of our build, obviously. So to get these, I'm going to scrap my inventory. I'm going to go into the chats and command window. I'm going to open the chat. I'm going to type /fill. I'm going to go, oh, not fill, sorry, /give. Otherwise we're going to fill a block again. /give, like so. and this is going to give me a material that I want. So it's going to summon one from the realms of Minecraft's databases. I want to go for an @ sign and an @s, which is going to be for me, myself. I'm going to click space again, and I want to give myself a barrier. So literally all we do is type in barrier in here like so. Make sure you're just after the R when you enter this one, but as you can see it's got the little symbol for barrier just there in the bottom left corner, and that means that is the one I am wanting. I click enter on this and it gives me a barrier. Now it will say one barrier, but it is infinite barriers if you're in creative mode, and what is awesome about these is when you're not holding the barrier, it goes invisible. When you are holding the barrier, it is obviously visible and it's kind of disgusting looking, but it's very, very helpful. In survival mode, you cannot break these. These are impenetrable, they are invincible, and that is why they're so great for keeping in animals. Voice break, that's how good they are. So I'm going to go ahead and build a quick perimeter with my barriers. We'll put some animals in and then we'll call today's video complete. Okay then guys, so for your animals, like I said, you'll want to take yourself a wolf, a rabbit, and a goat as well. And one final thing you can do with the landscape is just take some top snow and make it look like it snowed recently. So just go ahead and scatter this around your area and maybe build a little bit up near your snowman, just so it looks like the snow has been shoveled into that shape just over near the cabin. And yeah, that will just add a bit more texture and detail to the entire place rather than it looking really, really flat and boring. So yeah, that's perfect. So for our wolf, of course we want it to be in the doghouse, so we'll take a wolf and we'll tame him, we'll sit him down and then push the doggy back to the doghouse under the cover there, just in case it snows again. We'll take ourselves 2 rabbits. These little cutie pies can just run around and bounce around and do whatever they wish to, and then we'll take a good old goat, who hopefully won't ram everything out the way, but probably will. Oh, that's a 1-horned goat, that's pretty cool. So we'll just stick him down and then he'll do what he does. Go straight to the doghouse and evicts the dog. What a strange dude. Anyways, that is it for today's Wheelassassin guide. Well then, assassins, thank you so much for watching this Wheelassassin guide and for actually keeping up with this series. It really means a lot to me, and it's been really, really fun to actually build a complete mini-series of Minecraft tutorials. I haven't actually done chunk builds before, as many as I've done here. So it's been nice to sort of dedicate a series entirely to doing chunk builds, to work on my techniques and my sort of building skills in this respect. So it's been really fun. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. And like I say, if you guys weren't watching these, it would not be as fun to create. So thank you for, again, the opportunity. If you have enjoyed today's video, guys, and the final episode in our seasonal chunk build series, please go ahead and drop a like on it. That'd be very much appreciated. If you're interested in future chunk builds of mine, this is not going to be the end of chunk builds for me. I definitely want to go ahead and build more. It's going to be awesome. Definitely consider joining the Assassin today for free by subscribing. That would be awesome. And it would be wicked to have you join our guild. If you're on social media, so am I. You can check out all the links down in the description below and follow me up on those. But yeah, guys, have an excellent rest of your winter. Definitely wrap up warm. It's still very chilly out there, so definitely keep yourselves warm. And then we start the process entirely again. Back to spring, then summer, then good old autumn again. So if you want to check out any of these builds as well, I'll drop links below. Thank you so much, guys. Have an epic rest of your day, and I'll speak to you very shortly for another Wheelassassin guide. Goodbye for now.